since 2018. Jamie Little caught up with her before she hopped aboard her number 78.
And Catherine Legg is one of the most experienced women in all of motorsports today, trying something new. So what are your personal expectations and goals for today as you make your debut?
You know what? I just want to have a solid race, finish all the laps, show the other drivers the respect that they deserve, and just learn as much as possible in the hope that I do a good, competent job. I don't think I'm out there to take any risks today. I just want to finish and get the experience so that I get the opportunity to do more.
Good luck to you today. Catherine Legg becomes just the 17th woman to start in a NASCAR Cup Series race.
Well, her single lap of qualifying yesterday was the fastest lap that she had turned all day. Let's take a closer look at today's tire choices with our crew chief Larry McReynolds.
Well, Mike, drivers and teams, they have so much to deal with. It's this 1 mile racetrack, 312 laps, 312 miles. And yeah, you guys have been talking about it throughout the pre-race. Hard, soft tires. So let's go to our Toyota cutaway car and let's take a look at what the major difference truly is. We're actually going to use two of our Toyota cars. Now, the white Toyota, it has the hard yellow leather tires. The red one has the option, the softer tire, the red leather tire. But what truly is the difference? It's not necessarily top-end straightaway speed. It's down in the middle of the corner, mid-corner speed, where the driver is looking for the most grip. The harder yellow tire, when they're brand new, will be about 107 miles per hour. The softer red on the red Toyota will be about 150 miles per hour. That's 8 miles per hour faster. Think about it. That's twice a lap. That equates to a half to 3/4 of a second per lap when they're new. Guys, we know the red tires are going to be faster, but the question, how will they be on the long run versus that harder yellow leather tire?
Well, and that is exactly what we need to learn. These things are going to be faster, up to a half a second faster. That means you're going to be able to move around, be maneuverable on the racetrack and make some passes, but how long will they last? When they're softer, that means they wear out quicker. They go faster, and probably somewhere around 40 laps, Kevin, is what we saw yesterday. They start to wear out, those tires fall off. But it is a lot warmer today.
Yeah, and that warmer is going to make that crossover point pretty interesting, where the softer and the harder tires kind of cross over from a lap time standpoint. But we heard Kyle Larson say in the pre-race, that softer tire, it fixed all my handling problems.
Each team will have 6 sets of primary tires sitting and 2 sets of the softer option tire. Stage length 60, 125, and 127. It's going to get up to 78 degrees here today. That's 10 degrees warmer than it was in yesterday's practice and qualifying. Well, Phoenix is a unique oval because of the dog leg. Back when they used to have an outfield road course, it re-entered at that point.
Yeah, and it's good for the chiropractor, too.
Yeah.
Usually on Monday your back hurts, but it's definitely 50 feet shorter, and you have to use this on the restarts. You need to cut that dog leg and get yourself in a position to not only protect yourself, but maybe gain some spots.
What do today's drivers think about that?
I do not cut the dog leg most of the time.
You have to cut the dog leg because it is a little bit faster.
Resource in the race, everyone's going to cut it. At the end of the day, in the race, you're going to have to do it anyway.
I cut the dog leg if it's somebody I'm trying to pass. Our team tells us not to. It damages the car. But I will do it.
An honest man.
Well, you can't worry about it, Mike.
Nope.
You have to be able to go down there. And yeah,
Ready?
the floor, it might rip the rub blocks off. It might do some damage to the bottom of the car. But
Ready?
Do you want the track position or not?
Yes, sir, I do. Be mindful, though, in this start. Cross that line. I'd like to go down there and cut that track off on that dog leg this weekend. Everybody, sometime every year when somebody gets bit by that. And when Byron, the first chooses the inside, he is on the gas. And we are under green and Phoenix. Didn't take long. Here they come. Fighting hard for this clean air track position. You'll see that Byron and Logano, that's going to be a battle.
Well, that's going to be one of the big battles as we see a battle for the lead right here between Joey Logano and William Byron. So you see that top group right there working well with the momentum for Logano off the corner. But these cars have such a big side draft as both of those guys elect to stay up on the racetrack that Byron's able to pull it back to him.
Half the field running the shortcut across the dog leg on lap 1. Still side by side for the lead. And finally, Byron establishes himself. Logano led lap 1. Byron will lead lap number 2 with Hocevar, Berry, and Jones. Not only did they cut that off,
too. Look at the difference when they come down off it makes, but they really use the apron early on these tires. See them cutting way down on the apron off the racetrack. You can only do that for a couple laps here. The goodie wears off the tires. And they get spread out.
William Byron, the only driver to lead every race this season.
There we see what is one of the cars that we think is going to be really good today, and that's the 9 of Chase Elliott. As you see him take that shortcut, clip right against the wall.
That's as short as you can cut.
It's as short as you can cut it, but you see he can't get all the way back up on the racetrack to get that good angle into the corner, and it allows Tyler Reddick to drive right by him.
Well, we had an incident yesterday in the Xfinity race. Austin Hill was following close behind another competitor, and he actually hit the inside wall.
Look out. Who's going to lift? None of them. We're still 3 wide. Wow. Still 3 wide.
And on the back straightaway, a car in trouble. And caution is out at lap number 4.
Right. Catherine Legg, you see.
Here it is, caution on
Yes.
for Legg's car that loose and goes around coming off turn number 2. Welcome back to Phoenix. Beautiful day for a race. Temps in the high 70s, cloudless sky. Larry Mack getting some work done in the garage area pre-race. During this caution, Chase Briscoe and Alex Bowman were on pit road. Catherine Legg also came in after that spin coming off turn number 2 to bring us the first caution flag. Here's her description of what happened.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I'm so tight. I have so much wheel in it that it got loose on exit, but it's because I'm so tight.
Well, that's a natural characteristic that I'm sure they'll walk her through as you go through the first part of this race. But when you get out there with all those cars side by side all over the racetrack, these cars have a natural tendency to just shove the front tires because of the air not being on the front of the car. And that's why you see so many of these cars move around to try to find a spot to get some air on the nose of that car.
You have to anticipate that. As soon as that thing catches like that, it will snap in a hurry.
So today we'll be right along with Joey Logano, the Hunt Brothers Pizza Cam, on the defending NASCAR Cup champ. Denny Hamlin will be carrying our Toyota Cam today. Ryan Blaney, the Ford Performance Cam for this year's championship runner-up. And Chris Buescher will be making the